was camping with my husband and his family at a small, remote lake in New Mexico. There were about 10 people in our group, and another group of 6 people at the next campsite. It was nighttime, and both groups were doing typical activities, making s'mores, having a few drinks, and telling stories, when we all heard what sounded like a little girl yelling out for help. Neither group had children with them, but we were all positive we were hearing a little girl and decided to search the area where the noises from together. There was a field behind our campsite, and we all saw very tall, pure white figures standing maybe 100 feet away from us in the field, making the noises. We all agreed this thing looked maybe 6 feet tall, skinny, and white as can be. We made our way closer to investigate, but whatever it was that we saw started backing off as we got closer, and it disappeared into the trees. All night, we continued to hear a little girl calling for help as we tried to sleep. I was driving across country with my mom and sister when I was 16, and my sister was 20. It was late, but we were all rested and still alert. We were driving along an interstate and needed a gas and a bathroom break, so we stopped at the only rest stop in 200 miles. There was a van full of teenagers on a road trip at the gas station, as well as a small grey car park at the pump in front of us, with 2 young men standing still outside of it. When we got there, everything felt wrong. We'd been on the road for days and seen many rest stops at the night, and had never been afraid until then. My mom and sister went inside and stayed in the car. I heard teenagers says they were creeped out and couldn't get the pump to work, and they left in a hurry. I was watching in the car in front of us, and the 2 men had not moved at all, not an inch. They weren't talking, they weren't on bones. They were just standing there, still as stone. My sister and my mom come running back out to the car, and when they got in, the 2 men slowly turned to look at us, while not moving or pivoting the rest of their bodies. And I swear, we all saw the same thing. They had eyes dark as pitch and empty, truly empty, not blocked, not reflecting any light at all, just a void. We sped out of there and didn't stop until we were in the next city. The worst thing about the entire experience, we couldn't find the place on any map. We knew exactly which spot on the interstate to look, and we couldn't find it on Google Maps or any paper map we had. We even asked the locals about the creepy gas station out on the stretch of the road and got only confused looks. We've traveled on that interstate since, and there is no rest stop. We were driving my friend's really old beat up Subaru through a massive graveyard. We stopped and walked down a hill, come across a little pond. There was someone sitting on a rock on the other side of the pond. The figure was all black, and we couldn't make out any features other than the fact it looked like a man who was wearing some old style top hat. We stupidly waved and shouted, "Hi." He didn't show any acknowledgement and continued sitting still on the rock. All of a sudden, he jumped to his feet, started running to us on the water, and then vanished into thin water about halfway on the pond. My friends and I screamed and ran back to the car. The car wouldn't start, and we heard something banging on the back of the car. It wasn't a constant bang, but every few seconds or so we heard it. Nobody was outside from what we could see in the dark, but something was making a noise on the car. I opened my phone and started dialing my mom to come give us a boost, but I had no service. None of us had any cell service. The next 30 minutes were spent trying to get our car started. No banging was heard afterwards. was not an animal or a human. When I was 37, I went to my high school reunion. I flew into the nearest airport and rented a car. The distance was about 35 miles to a very rural and almost abandoned part of the country. About 3 miles outside of the town, I see someone on the side of the road flagging me down. It turned out that it was one of the guys I had attended school with. Jim, not his name. Jim gets in the car and we start talking. I had not seen him in 20 years, but he still looked the same, maybe a little older. We get to the town and ask him if he wants to come to the VFW and have a drink. He says, "No, just take me home." Jim's parents live only a few blocks from my grandmother's house, and I turned in that direction, but he said to take him to the outskirts of the town. There was a mobile home park out there, and I figured that is where he lived. When we reached the end of the turn off, he said, "Just drop me here. It was good to see you again." And he walks off the night. I go to the VFW, met some of my old classmates. We start to talk. As we are talking about who is coming to reunion, I mentioned that I had just picked Jim up 3 miles east of town and had dropped him off. Everyone gets quiet. Even a guy singing karaoke stops and lays down the mic. My cousin goes white as a new t-shirt. Barb. Jim died on the curve 8 years ago. Rolled his